Design Originals, and today I want to show you one of my favorite surfaces for drawing Zentangle. It gives these wonderful finished pieces that are ready to hang on the wall in these cradled panels. So this is a fun feather I did, and the mermaid, and an Indian related piece. So let me show you how this clayboard works. It comes in these little, it comes flat, just clayboard. There are a lot of these that look alike, but clayboard is the one that you're going to want to use. And they come in these cradled, so you're all ready. It's all framed. You don't have to buy a frame or put glass on it or anything. It's a very smooth surface. I've already sketched my rooster in with a pencil. And now I'm going to use a larger tip micron pen. See how easily it flows on this clayboard. The clayboard is actually a layer of clay on top of an acid-free masonite type panel. And the clay is just so smooth it actually absorbs the ink from your micron pens. So I'm just going over my outline for the rooster. Just continue working on this. So now I have my sections all designed, and I'm going to come back and just strengthen some of these sections. I'll just give him a little more personality when I'm finished with this. And then some little feet. Might want to thicken his feet with my pen. That way he can stand up a little bit better. And then I'm going to choose a tangle to work with. Very simple tangle to start with. So here's the Zentangle 2 book. It's filled with project ideas, lots of tangles, ATC ideas, how to add a little bit of color, and a workbook in the back. In the back of all of my books, I have a section, an index of tangles that are actually in this book. So I'm thinking I like this feathers for the rooster. That sounds like a good idea, and it's on page 8. So let me find, here's page 8 right here, and here are the feathers. So I can just lay this over here and refer to this. So I can see that the feathers, I'm going to turn this upside down because I want the feathers to come off of his wing here. So you can see the pattern. I guess I could have turned the book upside down instead, but I like to have the pattern. So I have a series of scallops or half moons, and then another series. This time I'm joining them to the center of each scallop on the previous row. Then I'm going to repeat that again. And repeat that again until I have filled this whole area with these feather shapes. So after I've filled this whole section, you can see that it matches this one here now. I can make a choice. You know, here's the basic feather that I've done, but I could keep going and make it much more elaborate. I think I'll change to a smaller pen. This is my 01. And I'll just add a second line in here. That'll just give it a little more class, a little bit more detail. Now, you never want to do Zentangle when you're in a hurry. It is meant to be relaxing, and it is a wonderful process for relaxation, to increase focus. But you do want to pay attention and enjoy the process of drawing each and every line. It is such a wonderful art thing to do. I've found that I think I can draw better now that I've been doing a lot of Zentangle also. It's really increased my hand-to-eye coordination. So now I've completed this step, and I could go on and add more lines, color it in, and do other variations, but I think this is really nice right here. And then for his wing, I'm just going to draw lines in here. So they're close together in the center, and they splay out a little bit. Gives his wing a really nice look. So I think you can see where I'm going with this. This Clayboard, trust me, you're going to want to try this Clayboard. Then I sort of thought it looked nice with a little border around him. So I'm just adding a sort of a wavy line. Just sort of gave him a nice finished look. I like to turn my tile because I draw these wavy lines straighter when I'm pulling them toward me than when I'm pushing away or doing them to the side. It's really simple to turn your tile. I want to go behind his head so it's sort of sticking out. And I used red on this one, but I have this orangish jelly roll pen. In fact, I sort of like seeing that texture of drawing in the little circles to fill that in rather than having it totally solid. But I do think I'll fill his bill in totally solid. So I think you get the idea. This Clayboard is just wonderful. You'll want to try your Zentangle on this.